Welcome everyone, good to have you here again. In this lecture, we're gonna focus on the constant variables in C#. Okay, what is a constant variable? In C#, a constant variable is a value that cannot be changed once it has been declared. We use the const keyword to declare constant variables, indicating to the compiler that their values should remain unchanged throughout our application's execution. Here's an example of declaring a constant variable in C#. In this example, pi number is the name of the constant and its value is set to 3.14. Once we declare this constant variable using the const keyword, its value is fixed and cannot be changed later. As you can see, we are using the screaming snake case naming convention for constant variables, which helps make constant more easily recognizable because they stand out from other variables defined in the application. Now, you might be wondering why we declare pi as a constant variable. Since the value of pi is constant and never changed, it makes sense to declare it as a constant variable to ensure that this value is never accidentally changed during the application's execution, which can prevent calculations errors. Alright. Now, let's illustrate an example to help you understand which type of values make sense to declare as constants. Imagine we want to create a console application that calculates a team's total points for a season based on the points awarded for a win, draw, and loss in a league. Suppose each team has to play 38 matches in each season and this team had 26 wins, 10 draws, and 2 losses in this season. Based on this information, we can declare the necessary variables. Now, let's determine which of these variables should be declared as constants. Alright. We know that the first 3 variables are related to the football rules and cannot be changed, so they can be set as constant variables. We also know that in this league each team plays 38 matches, so this variable is constant as well. On the other hand, the number of wins, draws, and losses for each team can be different, so these variables cannot be considered constant. Now, let's delve into VS Code and demonstrate how to compute the total points for each team. To begin with, let's compute the total points earned from all wins. Now, we'll compute the total points earned from all draws. And as you know, losses don't earn any points, but let's compute them as well. Next, let's declare a variable for the total points and add up the values of these variables. Finally, let's print the total points in the terminal. Save the file and give it a try. As you can see, the application is working well. Also, let's compute the max points and display it in the terminal. So, we go for int max points equals points for win times season matches Let's test it out. Alright, now let's get the number of wins, draws, and losses from a user. So let's ask the user to input the number of wins. Next, we obtain the input value using the readLine method. After obtaining the number of wins as a string, we'll convert it into an int type. Okay, we'll follow a similar approach for obtaining and converting the number of draws and losses as well. Save the file and test it out. As you can see, the application has been executed successfully and is working as expected. Alright, now let's provide you with some important key points about constant variables. We recommend that to use the Screaming Snake Case naming convention for constant variables. It helps make constant variables more easily recognizable. Constant variables must be initialized at the time of declaration. As you can see, without assigning a value to the constant variable, our code will be highlighted in red, indicating a compilation error. The value of constant variables cannot be changed once initialized. For example, here, if we attempt to change the pi number value, the compiler will generate an error. In C#, we must specify the type of constant variables explicitly. For instance, we cannot declare the pi number type using the var keyword. Thank you for joining us in this lecture. Take care and keep learning.